Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. And today I'm actually so excited to do Tighnari's story quest, something I've been excited to do for a very long, well, ever since we got into Sumeru. Hi everyone, it's Calvin from the very distant future. After finishing all the Genshin recordings for the week, and some for next week also as well, we will not be doing the Tighnari World Story Quest, today, and that is because it was blocked by the Archon Quest. So we will be doing that tomorrow, and then we'll be doing the Nilou Story Quest next Thursday, and then next Friday, we're going to be having a huge moment in the Archon Quest, which you can kind of tell from this place what that is. It's a huge moment involving one of my favorite characters that we've seen so far. I was shocked at how cool it was and how amazing it was. Yes, there was a problem with the Tighnari World Quest getting blocked off by the Archon Quest, and that was because it had similar characters across both of them. I didn't willy-nilly just like accept a quest and not do it. I always like take your guys' advice of what you said to only accept a quest when you're going to do it, but it's still blocked off because of Catherine. Catherine was the main source of this kind of blockage, which makes sense because Catherine's a huge deal in the Sumeru story, at least starting the Sumeru story, and in other commissions and things like that, so it made sense. But everything's worked out. Like, it'll be coming out at different times, of course. We had to go like back and forth a little bit to kind of like, you know, work our way around it. But what I will say is that it was amazing. The story quest was amazing. All this stuff has been absolutely incredible. I'm so happy that we got to see this stuff and do this stuff. And I'm just like over the moon with how much good stuff has happened in Sumeru. The cutscene and the scenes that we saw here in this area with the next part of the Archon Quest that you're going to be seeing after today's part of the Archon Quest next Friday blew my mind. Today blew my mind, but next Friday blew my mind as well. And to me, it's one of my, I think it's probably the best cutscene I've seen in Genshin, and that's saying a lot because this is like an incredible game with so many amazing cutscenes. So next week, what you're going to have is the Nilou story quest. Tomorrow we have the Tighnari story quest, and we have a lot more exploring to do. We also have then the next part of the Archon quest and a little bit more like kind of like Sumeru antics as well next week also. So I will see you guys throughout the week. I'll be in the comments replying. I'll be everywhere. Quote unquote, not my quote. I see you. We actually have to do the actual start of the next Archon quest to even like be able to do it because it's blocked off because we have to talk to Catherine. First of all though, there is a new banner, and we will be looking at a few things about that today. Starting off, I guess, just seeing what the banner actually is. So Emile, is it Emily? But we do have a Xiangling on the actual, and a Razor too. And a Yelan. Okay. Interesting. I didn't actually like expect Yelan to be on this at all, but then again, like I never know who to expect. So this must be like I've never heard of this character in my life. I think we saw her like in a recommended video during like a Rome Reacts, but beyond that, I don't know anything about her. A Yanfei would be really cool though. Getting a Yanfei, that would be really cool. Now I know I do have a wish on this, so we're going to start off with a wish on this. We'll figure out what we want to do. We'll do the test a little bit later on in the video as well and see where we're going with that. I know that my next 5-star is guaranteed to be the 5-star that's on this list, so we're gonna have to decide if we do want to use these characters, because we have a lot of characters. We have so many characters that are available to us now in our team, like so many. And in fact, with Barbara, I literally have her at level 80 now. I have some cool artifacts on her. I have a weapon on her that's 50 right now, but it can be enhanced with more gold. We do have one constellation on her. And her talents are at 6, which is where I like them to be at this stage, except for the actual attack itself. So she's actually doing pretty good. Like, for a character that like we just started leveling up like last week, pretty good. Like, the only thing is, I think, you know, getting more HP on her would be a good idea. Like upgrading this one, for example, to get more HP on her would be like a really good idea. You know what I mean? Like, just improve her HP, just that, you know, we'll keep doing that over and over again. But that's the artifacts I'm using on her. Maybe I can get better artifacts, but right now that's the ones we're going to be using. Let's start this Archon quest then, and see if that will then allow us to go to Tighnari's quest then. Catherine, we found out, what is a puppet from Shaznia. They kind of brushed by that intentionally, so it was kind of like because so much was going on. It's always good to see you, Catherine. It's always good to see you. Yeah, because so much was going on, we were like, even the characters were like, wait, okay, deal with one thing at a time.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today? Commissions, huh? Let me think.
Anything?
Oh, this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem
Wait,
on
for real?
stage. Wait, say what?
Yeah, that's a really cool quest idea.
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing
That's
the poem.
really interesting.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
The audience would definitely have a reaction. We could do it. We could write a poem, you know? Paimon isn't emergency food. All of you fools are just very rude. Let's go talk to Ito if we're in the mood. Play some Oni Kobito. Yes.
I see.
Didn't stick the land in there, guys. I'm sorry.
It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
What?
Hey, that's not any better.
I don't mind doing it, but like, isn't that just asking for a beat?
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
This is really interesting that she's giving us a bunch of like, I guess like maybe it might be slim pickings, but actually these sound fun.
Ask, just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild? Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in
my
action.
god, you're Nahida, right? Oh my god.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
That's super funny. That's super funny.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine would crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
I do like the visuals, by the way, of her being like in space and time, but that's so funny. Very, very mischievous.
From when she said, add Astra out of sauce?
So as soon as she did the greeting, Nahida's like, okay, let's go.
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
That was pretty funny, though.
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream.
What did you dream about?
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one.
That feels so good.
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me.
Wow.
They danced round and round, and everyone looked really
And of
happy.
course, Nahida would love this.
I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to
The music
be
here
a
is fantastic.
time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, but in reality, like, yeah, it sounds like really, really nice what she's describing.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad.
100%. 100%.
By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own
So the actual,
withering.
like, tree itself needs to be cured for it to, like, get rid of the withering.
But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up
Heck yeah.
to and what they're
Smart,
planning.
Nahida. Smart.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like
Yep,
the Samsara
yep, 'cause that was
of the
dangerous,
Zero's
like-
festival.
Like, if we gave up, like, which, like, you know, I think a lot of people easily would, it would have still not been
So
very
our
bad.
first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. So I guess we actually have to do part of this quest because Catherine's going to be indisposed, which is fine. Like it's not a big deal. We always do that anyway in parts as well. Because yeah, as you can see here with the story quest, which does not canonically, that's always a weird word. It's more just the fact that like you know, they place them here for a reason, what you have to do, how you have to finish them. But again, I have no problem. We always do this anyway, where we do a bit of story and we mix it in with like a bit of exploration sometimes too. So it's not like it's any complaint on my part.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Possess a student and infiltrate the sage's quarters. We can grab someone close to them and stage the question. Possess a key figure in the academia? Maybe.
I've already tried
Oh.
that. But all the key members of the academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Fair enough.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Possess a student and infiltrate the sage's quarters. We can grab someone close to it. Maybe this?
No way, that's too
So it's the last
risky.
one. Okay, fair enough.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
True. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Doing
Nahida,
that would
way
be
smarter than me.
ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any
Yep,
different from
yep.
what the sages are doing?
And you said that you didn't feel like a good Archon yet.
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Exactly. Paimon's a loud clap. What about this choice? This is probably a hard one to pick the last one, but...
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
I can't think of anything else. That's actually a very interesting way to put it, by the way, the hostages aspect of it.
Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
Spill the beads.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
Okay.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work.
Yeah, like someone that we can bring into on the inside that isn't going to get in trouble and doesn't actually care about like the reputation, I guess.
Oh, before
If they
coming
do get
back,
caught?
we met someone named Alhaitham.
Yeah.
He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Cahoots. I was just like, this guy hates him.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Setaria?
Okay.
Setaria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's
Yeah,
always
she was the
trailing
one who helped
behind
shut down
Grand
the
Sage of
festival, right?
Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to
I love this.
me.
If Paimon likes you, she will fight for you forever, even when you're not around.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Setaria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius.
Music is so good.
Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
I love how they subtly drop the desert name, the idea of the desert every once in a while in every piece of dialogue, because it's not forced or anything. You know what I mean? It's not like beware the desert, think about the desert. It's talking about it like in a very natural way, you know, and like it makes me kind of like more hyped because I'm like, oh, another desert mention.
Oh, Paimon Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Setaria means star.
Wow.
When
It's
she
very
lived
pretty.
in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night
This is so
sky.
cool. It's such a beautiful place, isn't it?
Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky?
That is such a pretty way of writing that.
But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
This is no longer just a metaphor?
From the sound of it, Setaria's just hung up on the research opportunities here.
Right.
But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problem.
Mother Paimon, able to understand people almost instantly.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
So it's like she's gotten to the point where, like, yeah, she is an accomplice to this sage. So it's kind of probably like more emotionally breaking at that stage. Sounds like the person we need.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Setaria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city.
Oh, neat.
Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
This might be an episode where we don't actually do the story quest, and I'll even like put a note at the start of the video, which is fine. Like, again, I'm not like someone who likes to like plan stuff out meticulously. If this is an episode where we actually do like a bit of chapter 3 of the Archon quest and then do a bit of exploring afterwards as well, that's fine with me too. Then we'll do the story quest another time. Because it very much seems as though, like, you know, we're going to be talking to Catherine for a while. Again, that's not a big deal to me. Like, every aspect of this game I'm like willing to play and like really happy to play. Also, this character Setaria is so freaking interesting. Like, having a character who is inside the academia who knows they're not doing like good, but can't do anything anymore because they feel like they're responsible. Like, already we have like a super interesting character on the inside of that place. I'm really interested to actually get to talk to them. So they actually get to do a bit of shopping first. They get like a little break, which is kind of sweet.
This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria?
No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Okay.
Talking style and key characteristics?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. So we have to like...
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your...
Oh.
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Fair enough.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Well, Nahida whispers things to a lot of people. Like, that's what she said she's done that before, where she will go into people's like dreams or will be talking to people, but...
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course.
This kid is,
In that case...
crazy. Like, crazy in a way, it's just like she's so confident, you know what I mean? Not the actual stuff she's doing, like, whatever about that, but like, she's just so confident. Oh my god, they're beautiful.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
What? I mean, I fought a god. I fought a god.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
I love it. She's like, yeah, I have a rivalry with some gods. Yeah, we mocked Zhongli. Oh yeah, by the way, we kicked the living crap out of the god of Electro.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Okay. Divine prospects in love.
Love prospects? No problem at all.
This is so fun. This is so fun.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall
Oh, Paimon's so
be
excited.
revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh?
Oh,
So many people will fall for you.
right.
How could that be?
Well, I honestly don't know what to say about that, but honestly, a bit of a relief, maybe.
Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
You calling me ugly? This is so fun.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Paimon's like, no, everywhere he goes.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Paimon is so, like, it's so funny to me. She's like, yo, like, you saying everyone's gonna fall in love with him? Kind of true.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of
Okay,
fate.
okay. That's so funny. I love this little Paimon, like, being actually, like, super supportive of us. It's like, it's like, oh, wait. How many people are gonna fall in love with you? And then, like, oh, okay, Barbara. I wonder if I can climb as much as my big sister. And then she's just like, yeah, no, he's pretty charming. He's pretty charming. I like this mission. It's really, really fun. After, like, the mind F we had last time,
Setaria's favorite stop?
I'm pretty okay with this.
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Setaria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time.
Okay.
When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
So I do...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
You know, sorry to stop the pacing again, but, like, I really do love that the in this game well, the pacing is what we're talking about. How the game is so good at, like, messing with your mind, hitting you with some really serious emotional moments, and, like, you know, driving your heart basically into the ground and making you feel so sad, making you feel angry, making you feel all these emotions. And then it goes, okay, but chapter 3 that we're doing now, that you have no act 3 of this Archon quest. How about you start off by having, like, some really fun comedic moments, like whether it be the prank that we had here, but it's sprinkled in with some serious moments, like these seeds that will grow to be more serious moments down the line as we're talking about Setaria. I love the pacing in this game, I really do.
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of,
Here it
where
comes.
did you learn this trade?
Here it comes. Here it comes. Boom. So good.
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
Ouch.
Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port
Okay,
Ormos
that's nice.
nowadays.
That's nice. That's a nice ending to that.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
Yeah, 100%. That actually sounds
I'll
pretty
have someone
cool.
in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
Nahida, you're doing too well with this.
No problem.
Scarily well.
Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Right? Like, she's doing, like, way too good at this. Yeah, this is cool. Man, I love... Again, Sumeru is beautiful at nighttime, too, but I do agree with a lot of people when they say that I think daytime Sumeru, there's just nothing that really, like... There's nothing like it. Nothing like it at all. It's really, really nice.
This should be our final stop. Setaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Right.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect
That was a very
Sumerian
adorable laugh.
citizens, after
That was a
all.
very adorable laugh, Nahida.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at
And
the
Nahida's
time.
probably able to know this because she has been just watching over everybody this whole time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
All right.
But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research.
I mean, that's a great passion for it, honestly.
I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round
Yeah,
of exams.
that's a really nice way of looking at it.
What an admirable spirit for
Paimon's
learning.
excited about it.
Amazing.
Yep. Very, like, there's a passion there then.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
Yeah, but it always deserves to be praised, I feel like.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Chishan. Beautiful name.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Yeah, there's like a real yearning to become something there. From this character, and I have to appreciate it. Like, even though you failed, you didn't just give up. You actually like kept studying. Very, very neat stuff. Okay, back to the board.
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Setaria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida,
Is she planning
you
on?
haven't told us how you're planning to
Is
make
she planning on
Setaria face her
possessing the 3
problems.
characters and talking to Setaria?
Setaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities.
Oh, so a fortune teller, which that makes sense to me. And someone who wanted to get into the academia but didn't.
I remember you mentioned that the Aranara.
I don't know what the significance of the other guy would be, but
making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret.
yes, I'm so interested in this. Every time it's brought up, I'm so interested in this.
Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Setaria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Setaria feels about her homeland.
Paimon made it sound very sinister here.
Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
So if the king were made to make a demand to Setaria.
So, how do we set that up?
Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Setaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks.
Okay.
If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So maybe the 3 people we talked to were people that she talks to regularly.
So, you mean you're
Yeah.
going to possess those
Very
people
cool.
we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Setaria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
That's, yeah, and it makes perfect sense.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh?
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I don't know about Paimon. I definitely don't.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're
What?
also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed
You
them
can just do
yourself.
that.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Right. Okay. So, like, I guess because we've been more. Okay. We'll let her speak. We'll let her speak.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as
Yeah,
Catherine.
and I think what she's saying is like just I just wanted her to finish her thought there, but I thought she was going to say something else. No, the idea is like I guess we have had such interactions with people on a social level, on a personal level, on an emotional level, like in the flesh, that we would have a better idea of how people might act, I guess.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Sacrifices have to be made, I suppose.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
So you have to wait again to do this again tomorrow, which is actually pretty, this is a really cool idea. Like the idea like that, again, it's very meticulous. Like they don't like leaving any stones unturned. I think that they're very aware of like how sometimes people criticize stories and like how sometimes stories might have like plot contrivances. People call them plot holes, but they're actually contrivances and like and things that are just like plot inconsistencies. And I think what's very, very cool about what Genshin does is that like they always like in a very natural way get in before anyone can like, you know, it's like it makes sense. Like, oh, how like talk to all the characters first. So people can't be like, how would they know how would they talk and their mannerisms and stuff like that? It's like, oh, and how would Nahida know all this? And it's like, oh, get them to talk for him instead. Talk to all these people, find out how they act, what they would sell. You know, what's their hopes, their dreams. Like, it's really cool how, like, Genshin, in the most natural way possible, always, like, plugs up any, like, potential plot holes there could be or plot inconsistencies. So over here for a second, I want to see this. So people said this is a really cool thing. In light of the alternating day cycles, one can see a homeward figure of the lighthouse on the bridge. What is this, a riddle or a proverb or something? Alternating day cycles, homeward figure? Hello, Trav, you interested in the Druse's riddles too? Do you know who set this up? What is this? It was set up by academia researcher named Drusus. As far as I know, he's an eccentric even among the academia crowd. He loves to talk about riddles with anyone, and as well as research all kinds of inscription methods. But some of the riddles too have become too incomprehensible, so not many people are willing to deal with them. So he came up with this solve riddles for prizes idea. Simply put, this riddle actually hints at a treasure trove. You just have to show up at the right place at the right time using the right method and you'll get the treasure. Drusus also gave a hint, saying that the locations are all within Suero City. But as you can see, no adventurer has been able to succeed. You could certainly try if you're interested, but if you ask me, I tell you to do something else more productive. So there's like a whole quest to do with this? That's pretty interesting. Okay. Yeah, so what is the time we have to wait till the next day? We have to wait until from 12 to 6. Okay, that's fine. Let's check the time, 12 to 6. Yeah, and like I said, by the way, like I had plans to do the story quest for Tighnari today. And for me, it's like, I don't, like, it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, it's a happy change. Like, you know, it's like I don't mind, like, I would have loved doing the story quest. I also love doing the Arkham quest. I love doing exploring. I love all this stuff. So anytime I'm doing anything, it's like, okay, let's go. I'm very easygoing when it comes to this stuff. I actually love this character's design. By one from behind the bar.
Setaria's here!
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
It sounds so like from Nahida's voice, it sounds so innocent, right? We'll find a little spot to possess them.
As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
I'll try.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
I know, this is kind of... the Nahida transitions in her parts of the Archon quest are so good. Like, they're so simplistic, but they work so well. Oh. Here we go. Wait, do we have to do, like, dialogue choices as well? Oh my god, that would make me sick for days.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Oh, that's the first thing I would do too, is look at my little hands. Oh my god.
Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Her hair's really nice too, isn't it? It's Taria's.
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
And the cats definitely know something's up. Your animals are always like the first to notice some things might be up.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
Yeah, they like. I always find my animals always notice when something comes up, like or something's happening.
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
I think I remember that. It's Harrot and Marrot.
Ah, that's right.
Yep.
They are just little darlings.
The lighting here is
aren't
great.
they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today?
My headcanon is this is Paimon.
Another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess.
Wait, it's literally Wander on his own in there. I thought it was gonna be like a mishmash with the two of them.
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Look at the personality coming out from Wander now. The gods have spoken. The gods have spoken.
The gods are asking. Setaria, why haven't you
Oh
gone
my
home?
god.
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking
This
about?
is actually really cool. This is a really cool quest.
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. Oh, the gods seem to be truly upset.
She sounds like Mabel, right? From Gravity Falls.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere
Wow.
apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to
No.
you right now?
There is not. What?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the
Oh
wisest and
my
mightiest of
lord.
all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Wait, so they're spreading that misinformation? Oh my god, are they trying to get the Eremites, like, riled up?
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most
Oh,
loyal
this just got
believer.
deeper.
Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city.
Paimon doing Chulin. Yeah, this is like this story gets deep. Obviously, it gets deeper every time we go into it, like, but like that would mean they're definitely trying to like cause some friction, I would say, between the Lesser Lord Kusanali supporters, I'd say, and the Eremites.
I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry, I must go now.
Yeah, that would mess with your mind.
Wait!
That would mess with your freaking mind, man. Oh my god. Again, they're doing a really good job of maintaining the yellow head.
Ran off in a hurry? She looked pretty upset.
They're doing a really good job of maintaining like their characters, right? Because what they said about this character, she's very smart, she's very intelligent, she's not gonna be fooled very easily. We had to work to kind of like make her even think that King Deshra was talking to her. Not only that, but she was like wary that there could be someone watching her at any moment as well. Like they kept that intelligent aspect of her while also allowing her to be fooled a little bit.
Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
No.
To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Oh man, it would get me bad too.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
Mm-hmm.
All I know are some abstract Haravatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of
Right.
everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Setaria.
This is an incredibly like fun mission, right?
On cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Let's get ready to possess. It's fun. It's like creepy, but at the same time, it's going to reveal a lot of information that we need too. But I just find it like super interesting. Like my heart is like fluttering every time I'm playing a mission in this game. And like, and again, like I really feel like every aspect of this game, whether it be Inazuma, Liyue, Mondstadt, Sumeru, like there's these things that I just like, I'm always just feeling like so happy whenever I'm playing these games. And then here in Sumeru, like the quest here, like I really feel like this is like something we've never done before. And that's what I like about Genshin Impact as well, is that every time I go to a new place, there's something new about the world. There's something new about the cutscenes. They do something new and fresh every single time. It's really awesome. Here we go again. Time to possess again.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something.
Mm-hmm. Her eyes are really pretty too, aren't they?
Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
I will be completely honest here and say I'm not quite sure what we say here. I'm imagining because it's like tools. So yeah, sorry, this just slipped my mind completely. I'm guessing it's not gardening because he's not working with gardening.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of...
Yeah. Oh, and is that... Yeah,
feeling?
I completely... Yeah,
Is he
his
feeling
father
any
fell off a
better?
roof. Yeah. He's feeling a lot better now, and he's walking more now. He's feeling a lot better, and... Should we say that he's walking more now? Because, again, he's retired. Yeah, he's not working. I don't know if he can lift stuff now. He never had a problem with lifting stuff. It's about walking. Yeah, it's about his injury. Yes. Yes, okay. Yeah, it slipped my mind for a second, like, but I forgot his dad was, like yeah, masonry, but I remember he fell off the roof, like, that part. But I forgot about the masonry part of it. Yeah, because of his injury. Yeah, his
That's
foot
good to
injury.
hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit.
So it sounds like she does have a lot of care. Again, like we were talking about earlier, Paimon, like they were saying that she's like kind of stuck where she is now. She's kind of like too deep. It's kind of like the gambler's fallacy, right?
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
It's so interesting that Wander's doing this.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshra has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru.
Is she still trying to spread this for the academia?
He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight
Oh,
with
I
these King
see.
Deshra
It's a
believers
warning.
because of a difference
Okay.
in beliefs.
Okay.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
Our character doing a oh is very weird. it's hilarious. But we do remember like our character, our main character, is a lot funnier than we realize because they don't get to voice their comedy all the time.
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert.
Jesus.
Yet you chose to betray King Deshret.
Jesus.
And now you spend all your time with those crooks in the Academia.
Oh my god.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
Is she also seeing that like the spread of misinformation is taking people who we didn't used to be followers and making them followers?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King
Oh
Deshret?
my
In fact,
god.
aren't
And Paimon
you the
cheerleading.
strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Wondering, like, maybe this is all the stage play experience that we did with Haizo, but like...
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa. Paimon had no
He's
idea
incredible.
He'd be so good at this.
I wasn't too harsh, was I?
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming.
Oh my god, so
for
overwhelming.
Setaria.
Like, that's like, to have two people in a row, and the thing is, like, you're gonna take it as like, oh, I just notice it more because more people are saying it to me, but like, it has to mess with your mind.
But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
So once everything's over, she's gonna explain everything. Okay, hopefully, because like, again, this would mess with my mind.
Setaria's
Huh? Oh, right here. I was gonna say, it would mess with my
So,
mind.
Shishan, have you noticed anything
Because
weird in the
have
city
you ever
lately?
been anxious about something and you've been thinking about it all day? You've been thinking about it all month, all year, all the time. And then like one day you're just talking to like one person and like say like you're anxious about like money or something like that. Like I'm choosing something that like is a very common thing for a lot of people. Like, you know, not so, like I'm trying to choose, like I'm not going to say something I would be anxious about because that's not what this is about. But like, it's like say you're anxious about money or like a friend or something like that. Let's say like you're worried about a friend not talking to you or something like that. And have you ever like walked into like you talk to friends of a friend and the first person goes like, man, like, have you been talking to Cindy? And you go like, why did Cindy say something? You know? I say, oh no reason. And the next person you talk to and they're just like, man, Cindy's doing well. And you're like, oh yeah? Why did you bring up Cindy? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the thing where it's like, it's going to feel like it's coincidental, but in the back of your mind, you always have the thing of like, does fate exist? Is this real? Like, you know what I mean? Is this actually happening? It makes you feel even more anxious. I guess that's what she's probably feeling now, just on a very heightened level of feeling like she's betrayed her people.
Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
We know she's been studying in the basement in her spare time.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That
Oh
was
my god,
really
you're saying it
weird.
outright?
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible.
Oh
Nothing in
my
the report
God, it's
indicated
right
anything like
outright.
that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
They're like, again, this is just like turning the mirror.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
Oh my god, this is incredible.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be
Jesus
ashamed
Christ.
for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than
Oh
experimental
my god, I wouldn't be able to
subjects.
sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep for 2 years after she said this to me.
Please stop.
Again, oh my god, yeah, because she's been bottling this up. She's been feeling this for so long, and like she just kind of accepted her fate. And now it's been like, again, it's a mirror being shown to her face.
Setaria's still trying to run from her problems.
Dude, Wander, you are like, Wander said, this is my time. He was there and I was like, I don't think I could do like a poem on stage. Yeah, sure.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
What?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Like, Wander's an incredible actor. He's an incredible actor.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matra right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss.
Tell me what's happening in the city.
Love her hair.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents
No!
to their side.
This is so much. Like, it's amazing, but like it's mind melting. Like, I can't imagine what it's going to feel for her.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret. Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Setaria, nothing is impossible.
Dear Lord.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Setaria.
I mean, it's what they have to do.
A treacherous path,
But like,
and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared.
that's the thing. That's what we were talking about. She's so ensnared into the academia that she feels like she can't. Oh my. This is so freaking incredible.
Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question.
She's getting destroyed mentally. She's getting destroyed.
A believer of King Deshret.
Because what's happened is she's she's hidden all this away. She's trying to hide it away because she feels like she's in too deep. Oh my God. Why haven't you gone home? I would
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my
also been
homeland.
sending her letters.
But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always
Hit the mic. I'm
comes
so
back.
sorry. It's I think I hit the mic once per episode. It's never too late to turn back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes.
Wander is like, he should be doing speeches all the time.
If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps
What a
it
shot.
could serve as a form of atonement.
Really cool shot.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Wow. So we finally convinced her. Is my mind going to be blown every single freaking chapter and act in this freaking game?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary
Okay,
of
that's a
him.
big deal. An outcast that even the sages are still wary of.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project.
This is incredible. Like, the fact that we have someone on the inside now. Like, I'm so desperate to find out as much information about this world now as possible. And we're getting, like, you know, trickle-fed it, but, like, it's so good.
One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
That's simple.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap.
She sounds exasperated. She sounds so, like, out of breath.
I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
Okay.
All right, I trust you.
I mean, after what we just saw, it'd be hard not to.
If I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've
Here's the
atoned
thing.
for my wrongdoings?
I want to make it very clear, right? She has done some very wrong things, but like, I think what I'm just like very upset about is someone losing their way, right? Is someone who like, feels as if there's no other option. It feels like if they're trapped, and it's very clear there's very mentally trapped. That almost like we have to like break through like this mental barrier.
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
There we go.
The Dendro Archon. That's right.
Yeah.
Her people
Because
are the
it's
ones
dangerous
we
what
have
happened.
endangered.
It's dangerous what happened.
As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
And your people, your academia, has like made it so that she has felt like she is not like she's less than.
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Setaria to our side.
Nahida is a scarily powerful archon.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise.
Wonder, Daniel Day-Lewis, move aside. Timothy Chalamet, who? Huh? We're talking about this summer comes the #1 Hollywood actor, Wonder.
Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Setaria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Incredible.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
True.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Such a good song, but oh my god. My heart is like sore. Like not so it's not the heart. It's like right, but it's the stomach. It's like I feel like it's like it's like, you know, when you get like a bit of anxiety, I guess is probably the word for it, but like to me like it's almost like I don't know, it's like a nice, it's not anxiety. The word is like you like it's kind of like an excited feeling. What's the time we have to wait till again, sorry? It's 7 o'clock. It feels, it's like, it's not anxiety, it's more like an excitement, right? So I guess you can say it's a little anxious. Tomorrow at... Like, I think the way they're doing this is like equal parts like horrifying, equal parts beautiful, equal parts interesting. Like, I want to know more about this. That's the thing. I want to know more. Right here. Add Astra Abyssos. Let's possess someone else.
Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
The other Catherine.
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can we just call her Nahida? Yeah, it might make it easier.
We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
I love we're doing like a little nighttime break-in.
Yep.
Well, I guess just
Simon's
meet up, I
right.
guess.
We cannot fully rule out the chance
Yeah,
that
meet
the
up.
meetup tonight is just a trap.
We can fight.
If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
I somehow doubt that. No, Paimon was thinking that. She was thinking that, for sure.
Enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Speaking of which, don't you feel like something is off?
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's a little too quiet.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
I've seen this place, like, bustling, Paimon, in the nighttime.
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
She said to everyone go asleep?
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Yeah, we might as well.
Regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Yeah, we're with a god. We're with a god. But this is kind of creepy, though. That there's no one around. Like, look at it. It feels super creepy. And we know that they can, like, warp
Huh. There really aren't many people
the
out
world.
right now.
Oh, there's some people
Let's
around, but
hope
not
it'll
everyone.
be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Setaria managed to distract all the guards.
How could you ever, like, if in fairness, though, they're not going to be able to stop me. If you saw someone coming in doing this, I'd be like, okay, go on in, ma'am. How could she do anything bad to anyone here? It's impossible. Go, Barbara, go. Oh, yeah, let her have all the secrets. Let her take whatever she wants. Sorry, ma'am, you can't go this way. You know what? That brightened my day. You can go. You can go wherever you want. It's such a beautiful look. Look, I love the way like the kind of like the use of the color green, not only in the actual plant life, but the buildings themselves as well, really set this place apart. Because like when I think of like Mondstadt, I think of like the kind of like red roofs. When I think of like Liyue, I kind of like, you know what I think when I think of Liyue, I actually think of like kind of an orangey earthy color. If that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? When I think of that, I think of like with Mondstadt, I think of kind of like a dark, kind of like a roof red kind of like a color. Purple is definitely what I think of when I think of Inazuma. I think of purple. And then for here it's definitely green. But like I know, like I also like when I think of Mondstadt, I also think of kind of like the wavy blue. But I definitely like, you know, just remember those red roofs. It's like kind of the orangey kind of like roofs. Roof. Cutscene. Oh, look, poking her head around the corner. No, was it a trap? Wait, what?
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
They're all like welcoming us? What is happening? Wait, that.
Ah, the triumphant hero
What?
returns at last.
What?
And to a rather spectacular welcome.
What?
Even if I do
No.
say so myself.
No!
The outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these
No.
days they tend to call me the Doctor.
No! Oh God, run!
If you're looking for your
It's
researcher
Dottore.
friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she
No.
discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor
Oh my
expected of a
God.
true scholar.
What is happening?
The people of Samir City.
Oh my God, I'm having a heart attack.
What have you done to them?
Oh, my heart.
I simply made some minor adjustments to
The
their
music as
Akasha
well.
terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero. who
Oh
has
my
just
God,
saved
what is he able
the
to do to them?
world.
Dottore!
My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their
Dear Lord,
sheer
oh my God, it's so creepy.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just
Yeah, we
regular people.
we can't stay here.
Leave now.
Yeah, no, I was
We need
voting to
get
leave
out of
for a while there.
What?
This is
That makes
Dottore.
us a Tui Harbinger.
It
We
is.
can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Samir.
Oh, go on, Nahida. Nahida. Oh my. Oh. I don't want Nahida to be hurt, but this situation is.
Don't worry. We'll meet again
Nahida.
outside the city.
Run. Run.
I see. You appear to have
This
overridden
music.
their mental faculties with your
Dottore,
own
please.
consciousness.
Please.
To possess such a powerful mind, you must be
I didn't think you'd be here.
the god of wisdom.
The voice acting is so good. Haven't you read the manga? Get out of here. I'm the...
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first.
Paimon, same. Paimon, same. Dottore.
Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
I'm not sure if that guy's pretty I have never been more terrified in this game, and I fought the Raiden Shogun. When I saw Dottore, I wanted to cry.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary.
Paimon, you know what we could do? Like, we could live in the mountains. we could live in the mountains. You know, we could live in the mountains, set up a little house.
He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tighnari told us about him. Setaria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
So that's who the new researcher was. We underestimate the scale of this problem.
Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in
Yeah,
the
this is a bigger
picture,
deal.
We're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots
Yep.
with the Fatui.
No, that's him being there. Like, makes it so much more serious.
But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
We need to find a way to reunite with Nahida.
Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Let's go find someone else who might be involved.
You mean...
Yes.
Oh,
So we're gonna go see him again.
Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project.
Jesus Christ.
Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
I really hope Nahida's okay. Wait, so now we can do the story quest. Okay. Before we even think about doing that story quest, we should go to Tighnari first, because look at this bridge. Because it would just like, if we were going to find him anyway, he's gonna show up there anyway, right? So we're gonna be doing the next Archon quest anyway if we start the story quest. I am in shock. Like, I was just like, okay, this is a nice little mission, and then I see a Fatui Harbinger. And like my life, like I haven't had that in a Genshin game that crazy. Like, and I mean it when I say I've had my life flash before my eyes, like with the Raiden Shogun and stuff like that. But like I was genuinely feeling like, okay, like it was feeling like this is the end. Like, what is going to happen to us? Da, 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 da. What? Like, how do I recover? Like, what do I even do anymore? And this isn't even the village. It's like over here. I'll let those villagers keep dancing. This is the start of the village, in fairness. I don't know what to do.
Hold it right there.
It's an eremite?
A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right.
I...
Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Buddy, right now you seem like mice compared to what I've seen today. Please do not try this.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work.
Sir, I've had a day. I've had a day.
We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as
The Outcast.
The Outcast.
The outcast? An outcast from the
Oh
academia?
my god, dude. Do you not realize that you're bigger lapdogs than you know?
But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
They might have an edge yet because they know the area better.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat.
Jesus, man.
We'll shut you up soon enough.
You shut up. How would I cry?
You're up, traveler.
Yeah, I'll cry. How about that? Would you want me to cry? You wouldn't hit a girl in a summer outfit, would you? You wouldn't do that. This has been like,
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
I'm still not over. Like, now we're in like this new cutscene. Yeah, we are. But I'm still thinking about seeing Dottore.
Everybody stand back!
I was like, I don't have a DPS user. Yes, I do.
It's a new punch. Clouds high. The birds come. The wind knows me.
I took Zing's show off the team just for now. No disrespect to him. It's just I wanted to see what Barbara was doing, you know?
Here comes reinforcements.
Obviously, I know it's like a little bit different with like heals and stuff like this. You know, I'm not stupid when it comes to that stuff. But like, you know, we're gonna be putting Barbara on more teams. I've always wanted to level up Barbara. She's one of the OGs.
The wind knows me.
Incredible. This is all incredible.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries
It
are
probably
like?
won't be long before we see more of them.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tighnari?
He's like number 2. He's so smart.
Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
This is a lot. It's so much. It's so much. I feel like I've been like shot with, oh, there's clay. I feel like I've been shot with a piece of like adrenaline or something. I'd like to buy some stuff off you, that's okay. I still haven't gotten a good place to farm them, to be honest, yet. How are you doing, Clay? It's so good to see you, oh my god.
It's the traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here?
I came to say hi, maybe, I don't know.
Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right?
To be honest,
Oh
I'm
no.
not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result,
So
Master
sad.
Tighnari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
I feel so sad for her. This is our girl.
Oh, Kale.
It seems like curing Irmisel is our only chance.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Tighnari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
I love talking to Kalei though.
Oh,
It made me feel
Master
almost instantly
Tighnari?
better.
He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Party's DI.
Where's that?
He left? But isn't Tighnari always saying that he never wants
this
to
must be
leave the
super
Avidia
important.
Forest? He even turned down the sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tighnari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time though.
He didn't give a reason?
No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tighnari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia. Impartus Di is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research.
If that harbinger harms a hair on this girl's head,
Master Tighnari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis Di.
you will see a different side to me.
Huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tighnari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Please take care of yourself. I don't want to say don't push yourself too hard because I feel like, no, just please take care of yourself, Kalei.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now.
Oh, my
If you
gal.
run into Master Tighnari, please send him my regards.
My gal, I hope you get better. I really do hope you get better.
See you later, Kalei.
You're the best. You're the best. Yes. So Catherine is busy now. Honestly, I think I maybe underestimated with the story quest. Wait. Oh no, she's busy with this. We have to do the story quest. Okay. That makes sense. So we can't talk to her. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. We'll do the story quest then. That's fine. I know I shouldn't have. I only activated because I thought we were doing it today. That's my bad. But look, it's fine. We'll get that done next episode, no problem. And we'll be able to like get along with the quest anyway. It kind of makes it feel like, hey, we're going to. Where is Paradisia, by the way? Do we know where that is? Paradisia. It's probably somewhere in this direction, right? Yeah. So it makes sense. We're moving on to a new area after this anyway. But honestly, it's gonna be kind of weird. I guess like it kind of does break it up. That's my bad completely. That totally is my bad. I know you're not supposed to activate, but I legitimately thought we were going to be doing the story quest today, and that's the only reason why I activated. But look, it's fine. We'll do the story. I will do. I want to do the story quest anyway, so we'll have to act like it's a flashback. We'll act like it's a flashback. Absolutely incredible stuff here with this quest, though. Absolutely incredible.
Time to go.
My head is like, you know when you go through something like kind of like emotional, my head is like it feels kind of fuzzy. Like it feels like I'm definitely feeling something right now, you know? For sure. Absolutely incredible stuff. Okay, so first of all, before anything, I said I would do the tests today, so we definitely will do those tests. But to have a quick conversation before we do anything about everything that's happened, just because my head is just like so fuzzy right now. That was one of the best introductions because I did not expect it whatsoever. I didn't expect any aspect of that whatsoever. Just absolutely terrifying. A terrifying moment. And like it's just how he showed up, like again, like there was no expectations in my mind. I thought we were just gonna do like a little handoff, or maybe like there was like someone from the academia there. This story quest we're doing now is Tighnari's story quest, but he's off somewhere else. So I wonder if it's what's happening here is that Catherine's in the so what we actually do is unexpected appearance from your harbor doctor means that you must act now. So we have to actually beat this quest if we want to do this. But I wonder if you can just talk to Catherine and then you can move it forward. Yeah, this is my mistake, guys, for sure. Like you guys know I usually don't do that, but I literally thought we were doing the quest and then I was like, oh, this is blocked off, and that's why I went on to do the Archon quest. So it was a bit of a mess, but again, like I completely expected just to be able to do the story quest. It seems like maybe it would be more natural to do it in between this Archon and the next one, so maybe we just talk to Catherine and see how that goes. And see if then she would let us do it. But yeah, let's do the test run. Such an incredible moment there. Such an incredible moment. So let's start with the characters we already know, like Wolf Boy. So I haven't used our boy in a while. But like we're just gonna go into it. We're not gonna read up on Razor, but let's see if we remember anything we can do with Razor. Oh, Mika's here, and Diana. So Official's here too.
You're open.
I remember this move greatly now. So this, he's a buff. Oh my god, you remember this? This was like the... I know it's probably better when you have like something attached to them. Like the superconduct, I guess. But still, I miss doing this so much. This is like such a fun time. Yeah, so like I think like the
Wings of darkness. Come,
what they're definitely
never
looking
late
for us
day.
here is a superconduct,
Imagine your dreams.
right? And then we can try this again. Oh, Razor, I'm sorry. Oh my god. No. You thought that this is what was happening. Actually, it was definitely what was happening. I think I just plugged out the charger. Usually I have it plugged in all the time, so I had to like plug it in as well. Yeah, I understand this is not the best way to use Razor. I understand that.
Look at you, Booze.
Booze Hound.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Precision strike. You're open. Get back.
Yeah, not a great showing for me with Razor. It's been a while since I used Razor, for sure. Other trial stages. My head still hurts after this Dottore stuff, guys. Let's try Wise Innocence with Yanfei. We know we like Yanfei. Yanfei is a very good moveset. When Fireball is conjured by Yanfei's normal attack hits an opponent, it grants her a Scarlet Seal that decreases the stamina consumption. Upon releasing a charge attack, all Scarlet Seals will be consumed, increasing the AoE and damage of this charge attack based on the amount of Scarlet Seals consumed. Yanfei's elemental skill deals AoE pyro damage and grants her the maximum number of Scarlet Seals. Okay, so upon releasing a charge attack, all Scarlet Seals will be consumed, increasing... Okay, it increases damage of this charge attack based on the amount. Okay, we'll try it. So yeah, let me just make sure I'm getting all this. So we had the normal attack. My mind is jumbled. It's so jumbled. The normal attack does a Scarlet Seal. Upon releasing a charge attack, all Scarlet Seals will be consumed, increasing the AoE damage of this charge attack. Yanfei's elemental skill deals AoE pyro damage. Okay, let's try it out. Yanfei, great design as well. Beidou is here as well.
Rain outlines your fate.
So this releases a Scarlet Seal. That's actually pretty cool, isn't it? So neat. So neat.
No, my sword. I'm going in.
So if we try, let's do this again here like this.
Incinerate.
Her normal attack is actually like just sick. It's like one of the sickest normal attacks you can find in the game, I find. Like, cause this is like, you know, it encourages you to just use your normal attack more, which not a lot of characters do in this game. Like, you know, Eula's definitely, there are some physical characters, there are some physical buff characters as well that are pretty cool too.
To ashes.
To ashes, I say. Yeah, I like Yanfei. I've always liked Yanfei. Every time we've gotten a chance to use her, she's been like super fun. Yeah. Which is a rare occasion when we get to use her. Let's try... yeah, actually, it's funny, Yelan. I think I've made a decision. I'll talk about after this of what we're going to be doing with this, but Yelan's elemental skill allows her to move more rapidly using her lifeline, latching on to marking opponents along the path. When her rapid move ends, she will deal hydro damage to marked targets. Hold the skill freely to control her movement direction. So it's... Okay, elemental skill. Latching onto a marking point. Okay, when rapid moves end, she will deal hydro damage to marked targets. Hold the skill to freely control her movement direction. Okay. When the lifeline explodes, Yelan has a fixed chance to reset her breakthrough state, which will buff her next charge shot, based on the number of opponents marked. Yelan's elemental burst deals AoE hydro damage, and will create an exquisite way to throw to assist your active character in combat. Oh, let's just try it out. Let's try it out. So... this move latches onto people as she moves by them. Okay, let's see that again. Lisa, any chance we get to use Lisa on? We have Lisa, of course. Like, she's one of the first characters you get. And you can do this, you can latch onto them like this.
Busted.
That is a really sick move, isn't it? That's actually legitimately very cool.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Oh, and again, this is why like every time like I play as this character, it's like we have to like use her at some point, because I don't think there's ever a time when we don't have fun using Xiangling. She's just a really fun character. Like, I think every single time, you guys could probably say it more than me. Well, actually, no, I think I remember all the times we've used Xiangling, but, and it's probably hard because there's so many times she's been in trials. But how many times have we played as her and we've been like, holy hell, like, this is the most fun ever. Like, it's about time we just probably use her. I'm just trying to get, like, as much of the, because we have so many characters in, I don't know why I'm doing this. We have so many characters in Sumeru that we have to level up. Like, legitimately, we have so many characters. And there's one more, which is this new character, which is like Emily. Okay, so let's see Emily. Interesting design. The Lumidance case created by Emily's elemental skill will attack enemies at intervals while nearby enemies are burning. Sense will be periodically created. After the case absorbs 2 sense, then the damage AoE, damage dealt, and the number of attacks will increase. Okay, so when enemies are burning, sense will be created. Okay, this is new. Her elemental burst creates a level 3 case, which will cause scented dew to continuously descend onto nearby opponents. Let's try it out. Okay, it's actually like really like the shoes. The gloves are really cool too. It's a really nice character. It's like a really like kind of like almost like elegant green. Okay, let's try. Oh, Fontaine enemies run. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so it's Kirara. Main character time. Okay, and Garmin, any chance? Okay, we're trialing a character. So
Reconstitute.
it creates sense. So those are the sense.
I must be prudent.
So is she Dendro as well?
This will brighten up the place.
So it's literally just her like setting up like elements of her home. That is actually like really cool. I don't know why I've been sick for so long. I don't know why I did that where I moved away from Garmin. Definitely not what you want to do. Actually, what's her moveset like? Okay, it's pretty cool. Again, like it's very like contained. Like we said, elegant is probably the word for it. I would say the word elegant fits here quite a bit.
This'll brighten up the place.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't understand these characters well. Not only is like it's just very new stuff here with this character. Oh, it isn't you guys, my old pals. Like the idea of like sense, like it's actually like you know what it's kind of like. I do like how they deal with constant damage. You know what it's kind of like to me? It's like when you have like you're setting up like a air freshener almost. Okay. And there we go. We got some stuff there as well. Okay, I'll just be completely honest with you. Yelan's move is really cool, and it's something I neglected to do last time with Yelan, which was Yelan, which was that move, the link move. I didn't do it very well last time. I'll completely admit that, like 100%. I'm wondering, do I want to get some reruns for Xiangling? My thought process on this is that if I was wishing on one of these 5 stars, it would be Yelan. Just because I actually know her as a character, and not only that, but like her moveset is super, super cool. And I wasn't very good with this character, so honestly, like I can't really judge. It's a cool design, but I can't really judge too much. I'd love a Yanfei, but I'm worried since my next 5 star is going to be a guaranteed. Should I wait a bit maybe? Because I have so many characters between Fontaine and Sumeru. I have so many characters that I want to actually level up, so I might want to make a dent in them. At the very least, make a dent in the Sumeru characters before I start wishing on another character. It'd be cool to get a rerun of Xiangling and Razor, right? It would be cool. But I think I'm going to refrain from wishing this time around. I have so many characters. And we haven't even like put a dent in the Sumeru characters. So I think we'll leave it this time around. Even though the characters are cool, I think we'll leave it this time around. Now this matter. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it's a fair enough way to look at it. And by the time we do that, then we've saved up quite a bit. Perfect. Yeah. My final conclusion on this banner, by the way, like, really cool stuff. Like, the movesets are really cool. The character designs are really cool. Yelan's moveset, I'm glad I got to redeem myself with the moveset because it's actually a very cool moveset. I don't know much about this character, but, like, I do like the dress, and I think it's actually a really cool design. Like, the way, like, last month we had the Navia character as well, which I think did move me more, but I more was interested in Kirara, like the cat character. We got that cat character. So that's fine with me. Okay, so the idea I'm having, we can do one or two things. We can do the story quest, just to start of it, to see if that will, like, get us out of the lock-in. First of all, let's go activate this while we're talking. See if that will get us out of the activation process and that. So we can go and do the rest of the Archon quest, or, like, the part that we get to talk to Tighnari. Tighnari in Chinese, I think, is the way how you pronounce it. I like that. I love the pronunciation when I heard it in Norman Reacts. But yeah, so that is a possibility. That definitely is a possibility. The other possibility is that, like, we can do the story quest and just act like it's a flashback. It's my bad completely, because I literally thought I was doing the story quest today. I don't go into this game doing, like, a lot of, like, oh. Like, I don't like doing, like, you know, research on the game, because usually things just flow very well. I know that sounds like, oh, Calvin doesn't like doing, oh, it's this way, Jesus. Oh, Calvin, you don't do research? And it's more just like, I didn't want to look up, like, does this story quest come after this? Because then I'm worried if I looked up, like, it might say what happens that I can't do this, you know? Or I might see Dottore or something like that, which would not be fun for you guys or for me. It would not be fun. Well, I think we have to do the story quest. I think that's how it works, so it's not interrupted. Yeah, I think that's genuinely what it is. Because what would happen, and I'm not pressed about, I'm not going to be upset about still having to do the story quest, because I love the story quest in this game. But I think what would happen is that because we're meeting Tighnari here, he wouldn't be in the desert yet. So we'll have to see it as kind of a flash, which is fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to see it as a big deal. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that.
Time to go.
It happens sometimes, and again, like I said, you guys know I stopped activating the quests until I was absolutely going to do them, right? And then I didn't, and then it was blocked off, you know. So it was like kind of like a little bit difficult in that sense, like to actually like do it. You know, it's one of those situations where like it was pretty much like there was no way of me knowing at that stage that that's what we have to do. Yeah, that's fine. People said the story quest is actually going to be incredible anyway, so I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Again, I don't like any stress when it comes to Genshin. That's what I love about Genshin, is just like being able to pick up the controller and just play this game. You know? That's what I love most about... okay. That's what I love most about playing Genshin, is that I get to pick up the controller and... like, I don't have to think, like, obviously, like, there's preparation and stuff like that, but even the preparation, like, in terms of, like, developing my character and stuff like this has become super fun. I'm actually enjoying myself, like, leveling up characters now. Can we not activate this over here? Like, I used to, like, be like, oh, God, I have to, like, grind to get this character. And it's turned from, like, oh, God, I have to grind to get this character to, oh, my God, like, I get to, like, spend an hour, like, put on a podcast in the background and grind some enemies. It's actually super relaxing for me now. Super relaxing. If we slow walk up here, we can definitely make it. I just want to activate this because it's going to be in the back of my mind forever. Yep, just to activate this little marker, just because I definitely it was going to bother me for the rest of my life. Not the one in Mondstadt, but the one here. Okay, and then I think before we do anything else then, we can actually do this, yeah. The Dottore stuff is going to be... I cannot wait to see how it expands and keeps going. So this is the area now. Yeah. Okay, so now we can go talk in here.
Time to go.
Does he have a mustache?
Whoa, Aranara. I haven't seen one in so long. So tall and golden, just like you said. Welcome to the Vanarana.
Yes, Nara, Wanda, and Paimon, they're amazing. They're not even scared of Vanagi.
Wow, amazing. Nara who used you on Arana's tune to get to the Vanarana are definitely good Nara who Aranara trusts.
I love this design. Look at the mustache. It's strange. How do y'all know that there was Arana who guided us here?
Every Aranara has their own tune, and every tune is different. That's how we know who's home. Arana has been making friends with Nara in the Avidya forest and Aradravi valley, so I haven't seen her in a long time. We heard her tune and thought that it was her. We were very happy. But it was Nara who entered the Varnara, and it scared us all, so I asked Aramas for help, to tell everyone that Nara's wonder is a good Nara.
This is so cool. I freaking I love these little guys so freaking much. Like, I desperately love them. Oh, Paimon gets it now, but according to Rama, the problems we solved were outside the dream. Was it even helpful to Mavana? Our names are so difficult. The Varnarana in dreams? The Varnarana in dreams, in shadow, and the Varnara outside, so things will get better. Here and now that you've dealt with the problems outside, thank you. Oh, let's get down to business. Wonder about Rana. We need a Vija. Yeah, that's what we need, don't we? We need a Vija to help a very important friend of the Arana. She's a very important friend of ours, too. So you have to explain it to him as well.
Vija, the last time I prepared a Vija was a long time ago. I heard the Golden Nara and Armakukunda were still here then. I heard so many stories and so many dreams that it was so long ago.
Looks like the Raja are about to start telling a story. Let's see what the Raja says. Yeah, I'd like a story.
These stories aren't my memories anymore, and I shouldn't be the one to tell them. Let's put our focus back on the Vija.
Okay. Rana is mysteriously harmed by the Marana. She needs a Vija as soon as possible. The Arana is very, very old. Arana's, who's a Arakalari, is very powerful, so Narana's condition won't worsen. As for the Vija?
You're right. Narana's condition will be stable with Arana there. However, don't forget that Nara are not trees. They have less time, and it's easier for them to get hurt.
Right. Since Nara, Wonder, and Paimon are friends with Arana, and they all have the same wish, we should help them. What do you need us to do?
Well, we need ours help to form a Bija. We are going to hold a festival Ustava, but many Aranara are still lingering in the forest. Now that you have the scent of the Varnarana, you'll be able to approach them. Tell them it's time to return.
Yay, festival. No, it's completely wrong. We don't have time for festivals. Araja mentioned that Nara doesn't have much time, so shouldn't we get a Bija as soon as possible?
Nara, Wonder, Paimon, according to the stories of the Bija, in order to form a Bija that's healthy and strong and filled with energy, a festival Ustava is absolutely necessary. Regardless of sorrow we carry, energy for the Bija can only be accumulated if the Nara friends and Aranara and the Aranara friends of Nara celebrate Festival Ustava together. Alright, it's not very convincing, but just like how unbelievable the Arakalari is, maybe it's an Ara ceremony or Ara festival. If we're going to celebrate a Festival Ustava, we must get everyone back. A little while ago, Arapandu and some others went to Appam Woods. Besides that, Arnikin and some others should be around Garanda Hill.
Everyone, I'm sure you're not afraid of Nara, Wonder, and Paimon anymore, so why don't you try becoming friends? I had a Nara friend once, and those memories are still very dear to me.
I'm in love with this. I love this kind of mythical, magical stuff.
Besides that, you must get a few Vasima fruits from the Vasra trees in the Ashavatas concourse. 3 of them should be enough.
Okay, so there's a collection quest coming on here with to start this festival. Ashivata Tree Vasama?
I haven't been able to leave the dream for a long time, and I don't remember where Ashavata's concourse are. I'll need to find who the Arabatanara Wander.
Fair enough.
An adventure with Nara, Wonder, and Paimon.
An adventure with Rama. That actually does sound pretty cool.
Speaking of which, the incident in Vamara village is also very concerning. Can we ask Aranara to help find out who's been trying to harm the children there?
Oh my, sounds like something only Marana's avatar is capable of. They aren't stopping with Aranara and are even harming little Nara.
If it's around the Vamara village, I did see Arya Khan near Davagata Mountain a few suns and moons ago. He was investigating something bad. Okay. It may be linked to the bad Nara that Nara wonder what Paimon looking for. So just okay. So I love the way they use the word Nara. By the way, it's actually really cool. I love the designs of these little guys as well. That's right. The Aranara are very elusive, so they might have something suspicious. Besides that, we have many other questions. The Vosma fruit.
Vosma fruit is filled with dreams and energy. It is powerful as a bija, but it's amazing too. A bija can be found by feeding Vosma fruit to the Ashavata tree. It's a great tree planted by the great Lord Rukadavata, and it's the origin of the Aranara.
About Marana's avatar? Yeah, it's really caught Paimon's attention just now, because Etha mentioned something similar too. It's a story from very long ago.
So it's a story from very long ago. A long time... Look how pretty this is! A long time ago, Aranara walked the earth and made friends with Nara, and all living creatures. There was no Marana then, until a disaster that occurred many, many moons ago. Greater Lord Rukadavata returned to Sarva, and Marana's rampage through the earth began. Once the forest recovered its vitality, the Aranara hid the real Vanarana in a dream to protect themselves.
So that's when Marana came into existence.
The forest didn't know death until the day came when the trees realized that withered flowers and dead animals cover the earth. One day, on the same day, the earth remembered the dark poisonous blood it had once devoured, or was about to devour. The rivers, the rivers thought of the descent of the sun, evaporating all water and leaving a red world behind. They realized that all things would meet their end, and so Marana was born, in the name of the death, and all those who know it shall die.
Marana urges everything towards death. As for the tall, dark, and warped beings, they are the avatars chosen by the Marana. The heralds of death. Wow. And it's so cool to see from their perspective. That's why, Ethan was afraid of the Fatui. Tall, dark, and they wear black, so they sound like the stories of old.
Of course, in my stories, Marana's avatar takes many forms. Sometimes beast, sometimes birds, sometimes Nara, sometimes blight. But stories are just stories. And they are my memories.
Let Paimon think for a moment. There's so much for us to do. As long as it helps run it, I'm up for it. Yeah. We must find Ashavata to get a Vas something, then go to Denvakata Mountain to look for Arakan? Is that right? Then we have to find the Arapandu in Appam Woods and Arakan in Ganda Hill.
Nara, Wonder, Paimon, this is for you. It's been reserving in Nara. We must use it to remember, otherwise Nara memories will get messed up and it won't be able to form a story.
Is that an old notebook? Paimon, like, so inquisitive about this. Paimon's confused, as we all are sometimes.
It belonged to Nara Varuna. Maybe it's destiny that it's going to another golden Nara like Nara Wonder.
This is so cool. It's been passed down.
She called it the Aranyaka because it's the stories of our adventures in the forest with us Aranara. But those stories are lost. Nara Wonder, I hope it'll be some help to you. I'm really looking forward to the festival Shava.
This is so neat. We have to start a festival? Children of the Forest, that's the next quest. There's a bunch of quests here, obviously, because it's going to be kind of like an exploration quest, I'm guessing. Okay, so that's what's going to start it. I love the designs here of these guys. Look at this little mustache on him. He's so cool. Again, this is the type of... Again, like I've said, I'm going to say it a million times more. I'll say it over and over again. This is the type of stuff that when I was a kid would have occupied my mind for the rest of my gosh darn life. It would be on my mind forever. You know what I mean? Like, this is like the type of stuff that, like, I would remember, and it's gonna stick me now forever. So good, man. This whole episode was like a mind F. There was a lot into it. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna, I don't think, like, usually I would, like, say, oh, sorry about this, sorry about that, but, like, I really feel like this time it's one of those times where, like, I didn't know that they was gonna lock the quest away, so I'm not gonna be like, say, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say, hey, look, we're gonna get to everything. And if we do the story quest next time, then we'll just see it as kind of like a flashback.
or something like that. Because it's the best way to go about it. Like, honestly, I didn't, like, I didn't know. I had no idea that it was going to block it off because there was no indication that it was going to block it off, really, once I got the quest. Because I was planning on doing the quest that moment because I thought it was the best pacing for it. So now we can definitely do this. We can do it now. Which I'm excited to do it, by the way. I'm really excited to do this. I don't want to make anyone seem like it's like, oh, now we have to do this. I was planning on doing it today because I was so excited to see more about both Nilou and Tighnari, you know? Like, it wasn't this thing where I was, like, planning on doing the Archon quest. I'm glad I did do anything today, you know? Because, like, to me, it's like, whether it's the Archon quest, whether I'm exploring, whether I'm fighting, whether I'm doing story quests, hangouts, I have a blast with this game. I really do. I'm so excited to see more of it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting this series constantly. It means the absolute world to me. We got a lot done this week, and there's a lot of crazy stuff happening in Sumeru, and we still have so much to explore, so much to see still. I want to thank the Never Gonna Be Paid Baby Gangster here on Patreon, Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Itazuma, Felicitas Felix, Escon, Yuld, Radish, Anusa, Shabbatterbed, Malcolm Dave, V Mika, Death Trap, and Lynx Markey. You make this all possible, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Let us do the thing.
The wind knows me.